Welcome back to SnowRunner. We are going to use the Mastodon for this. It's a little overkill, but it's the closest truck that I have, so why not, you know? Shit, where am I going? Okay, yeah. Yes, it's the closest truck that I have. I mean, my 605R is also on this map, but it's a little further away, so just want to go straight, right? Yeah, hit the road, go straight, turn left. Where do we have to the railway terminal? It's oh, I don't know. I don't remember where it brings us out. But I know I have to farm this field again because I have to get potato samples again, so any repetitive farming tasks I'll probably not record just to save us some time. But I'll do the farming tasks that are like one-off farming tasks. Like this one was part of a contract, so we did it. But like the other contract for potato samples doesn't include farming the field, so we're gonna have to farm the field again to get the potato samples again, so alright, and crossroads, we need to go, holy shit, so far away, and that bridge, or that crossing, well, it's not horrible, that's probably the best way to go. Alright. It's gonna take forever. This will probably be the entirety of this episode, Jesus. Boing, 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 boing. Alright. Well, I guess the good news is it's pretty much going to be all road driving, except for that one crossing we have to do. So, it's not horrible, I guess. I mean, this truck's not that slow, but it's one of the slower trucks, that's for sure. It's still just interesting to me. Like, if you had someone in the passenger seat, would you have to wear, like, I'd assume you have to wear, like, a headset like you wear in, like, a helicopter or, you know, something like that. So you could talk to the other person because you're completely separated. It's just an interesting design. Like, I wonder, I mean, I know the engine's, like, in the middle there. Or maybe, well, I don't know. I guess the engine's on, I don't know. Either way, it's just an odd setup for the cockpit, for lack of a better word. This truck is a beast, though. It's funny to me that, like, that I've been using a lot of trucks that are in the game rather than my modded ones. I mean, I still like the 605R modded one. It's probably my favorite, but it's just nice that some of these newer trucks are just, you know, pretty decently made, and they perform really well. So there's some, like, base game trucks that are just complete ass. No matter what you do to them, they just suck. But this is one of the good ones for sure. I mean, this one is also one you have to buy. It doesn't come in any DLCs like included. You have to pay for this one separately on its own. And this is the only truck you get. Some of the add-on truck packs have, you know, multiple trucks, whereas this one just has a single truck. I think. I'm pretty sure. There's like a Jeep one. Some other ways, but pretty sure they have a couple trucks that you get with them, but this, you only get this boy. It's worth it, in my opinion. It's a good truck. The only downside that I've found about it is that it gets stuck on its chin a lot. It can't do steep slopes very well because it gets stuck. Well, it's fine on a steep slope. It's getting, like, right here. Well, I actually did alright. But, like, it'll... When you go, like, when you transition to go up a hill, it usually will get stuck. Because its front hangs out so far over the wheels that it causes it to get stuck. And we still have a long way to go. We are a little over halfway done with this region, though. This region is going to take a while just because there's 4 maps, so it's not like the previous regions where, you know, it's only 2 maps. Like, this is... Ooh, this is one of the larger regions, like they always end out seasons with. Or now they call them the years. So this was the end of year 2. And it's 4 maps, and they're big maps, and it just takes a while. So it's like a mirror. A mirror was 4 maps. That was the end of season, or the end of year 1. almost there. I can't remember if this gateway is nearby the railway terminal or not. I know there is a gateway that's close to the railway terminal. I just don't remember where it leads to. About to find out, though. I have a tag of B exactly set up like that. It's a lot of fuel. Alright, where do we need to go? We're pretty far away. Shit. Alright, so we basically just need to follow this dirt road till we get here, and then we're going to turn this way and this way. And then we just need to follow that road. So it's going to be a bit of a drive again. It should only take, you know, I'd say 10 minutes max. And then we might be able to do something else, but we'll have to see. I know it's not always the most exciting thing, especially on a map like this where the driving isn't super treacherous. There's not really a whole lot of stuff you're going to get stuck on because there's a lot of roads. Fuel rate, should probably stop there. Damn it. Tonight was the Hall of Fame preseason game between the Browns and the Jets. I watched a little bit of it, but I mean, it's preseason, so I don't really care, and I'm a Ravens fan. So honestly, I don't really care about either of those teams. I mean, the Browns obviously are in the Ravens division, so don't really like the Browns, but you know, I hope they suck this year, like they always do. That's kind of my sentiment. But yeah, it was. I watched a little bit of it, but I turned it off. When I last watched, the Jets were up 6-0. I don't even know how they got the 6 points. I guess maybe they kicked 2 field goals, or they scored a touchdown and then missed the extra point. I don't know. But if you're not familiar with the NFL or American football, they always have a preseason, like there's 3 preseason games. Every team plays 3 preseason games. But there's always the very first preseason game is just between 2 teams. And usually it's teams that have had players drafted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which is in Canton, Ohio. So they play it, there's a field, like a whole stadium outside of the Hall of Fame. So they play the game there, and those players get like inducted into the, I don't know why I said drafted. They get inducted into the Hall of Fame. They get their gold jackets, blah, blah, blah. So. It definitely isn't always players, though, that are from those teams that play, but all of the players that are inducted are, you know, announced at this game, and then there's a game between 2 teams. I don't know how the teams are decided, to be honest, but that's just how it is. They're the only teams that play tonight. Regular preseason, I think, doesn't start until, I don't think it's next week. I think it's the week after that. But preseason doesn't mean anything. It's just where most of the rookies will get their first chance playing in an NFL game, and then it's just other players that are fighting for a spot, like a starting spot. And then the teams cut down to 53 players by the start of the season, and that is their 53-man roster. So you're allowed to have 53 active players in the NFL, and then you also have a practice squad. I do not believe the practice squad is part of the 53. I don't know. I know a lot about football. I don't know a lot about the like rules and intricacies of all that. I know a lot about, like, you know, penalties, plays, you know, that kind of thing, but I don't really pay that much attention to the rules on how many players a team has. I know it's 53, but I don't know if I don't think that includes practice squad, but I could be totally wrong. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for football. It's always sad when football ends, because there's a long, like, football's a very short season compared to most other sports. Football is only from, but I guess it's like September is usually the first, when the first game is. Oh, I just delivered it for that one. Damn it. That's not even the one I was whatever. Well, we have to farm that field again anyways, so we'll just have to. That just sucks, because this was going to, well, I don't know. It's whatever. I'm not really that mad about it. Let's actually, hold on a second. Because this is mine. Is this a Tega B? Nah, this is a small Tega. Well, I don't need it, so I'm gonna just sell it. I already have a small Tega. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do that again. Like, we have to farm that field again anyways, so we could take these oil barrels to the airport. Let's do that, since I'm right here. Oops. I don't really remember what I was talking about. I know I was talking about football, but whatever, so. Oh, yeah. It starts in, like, September, and then the Super Bowl is usually, like, the very first weekend in February. So, like, it's only, like, a 4.5 month long season. Is there anything else I could take? No rolls and all the space for it. Yeah, that's whatever. We'll just take this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this all the way over there because we have to go all the way to Harvest Corp, and that's going to be kind of far. But we'll see what we can do. This got really bad. Jesus. I got stuck on that thing and I couldn't turn the other way, so kind of had to work with what we could there. But yeah, so it's not like other sports where the season's really, really long. Like, there's a long period of time. There's more time without football than there is with football. So it's always like, it's always awesome for football when it comes back. Alright, so we need to go to Harvest Corp. So I guess we're going to have to go... Should we go to the Institute or to the Heartlands? If we go into the Institute from Crossroads, that's going to bring us in here. And then we're going to have to drive all the way down that road. If we go from Heartlands, it's a little shorter, but where to get, when we come in from Crossroads there, we'd have to go to there. I think it's probably about the same, so I guess whatever I think is the easiest. I guess let's just go to Heartlands. I don't know. We're gonna at least travel as far as we can, but once we hit like 30 minutes, I'm probably gonna stop it just because I don't really want this to go on longer than 30 minutes, but yeah. We're just gonna have to call it once it'll probably be once we get to Harvest Corp. Once we get to the Heartlands, we'll end the episode. It sucks that I turned those in for the wrong contract, but there isn't really anything I can do about it. You can't really tell which one you're turning it in for. So, it doesn't matter. We were going to have to farm the field again anyway. So it's not like we lost the potatoes or anything. It didn't like glitch out. It turned them in for the contract that I wasn't currently working on. So I'll farm that field and not record it, and then I'll drop those other ones off in another episode. But for now, we're just going to do some other things, and we're going to deliver these oil barrels to Harvest Corp. I need to work on some tasks in places. Like, have I finished all of the tasks here? The Institute, they're all done but one, just out in the field. Which I feel like that one doesn't unlock until I complete that one, so it kind of sucks. Yeah, Crossroads, all the tasks are done, so I do need to work on completing tasks on the other maps. Which Institute we just have, I want to turn left. Yeah. Institute we just have that one, which I believe probably unlocks after I finish that experimental field contract, which kind of sucks because I'm going to have to do that again just to unlock that. And that's probably going to make me farm the field again or some stupid shit. I don't know. So we'll see. If it does, then I'll just have to redo I'll just farm it again. I don't know. This region, I love like the maps. I think the maps are really cool. But I just do not like the farming part of it. The farming part of it is just not fun. It's really unenjoyable. I can't believe they released this in that state. It's kind of crazy. And I can't decide if I'm hot or cold. I had to turn my ceiling fan off because I was cold. And now I'm hot. It always happens. It has been actually kind of a cool day today, which is surprising because it's been very hot lately, like 90 degrees, high 90s. And you know, I live in Maryland, so it's not like I'm, you know, in a southern state where it's just hot, but like it's been hot lately. So it's kind of cool. So don't have, you know, things like air conditioning and all that stuff running constantly like what usually is. Which I know my microphone picks that up a little bit. It's not as noticeable if I'm talking, but if I'm not talking, you just hear this like low droning noise, and that's my HVAC system. But there isn't really a whole lot I can do about it. It's an old house, and I'm literally like only 15, not even, like 10 feet away from the return vent, and the return vent just makes so much noise. It like almost whistles because it's like, they're like baseboard vents, and like there's two of them basically side by side because it's a return. And like I said, it's an old house, so like the return's not in the wall like they usually are. Like this one's just looks like a baseboard vent that, you know, the little like angled kind of looking things, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. But anyway, it's just loud. It just like makes the way, like from it sucking in the air, it just almost whistles, and it's not really anything I can do about it. It's an important part of an HVAC system, so I can't like, you know, cover it or anything. But it's not that bad. You probably didn't even notice it until I pointed it out, so. Did I go the right way? Yeah, it did not take long to get here at all. Well, maybe we'll at least drive to Harvest Court, but we probably won't make it to the airport because I think the airport's kind of far. But it didn't take very long to get here, so I think all I need to do is follow this road, right? Kind of. I need to turn here. And then I need to turn here. And then turn here. I need to really use the Kenworth. The Kenworth is over in Harvest Corp. Because if you have not seen, I jumped into the newest map and like the newest region, the British Columbia region, just because I really wanted to get the Kenworth, because if I didn't get it, then I wouldn't be able to use it until I get to Season 10, which I still have Season 9 to complete after this one. And then once I complete Season 10, like, I'm not going to have any other SnowRunner to play, because I would have completed every single region 100%. So I just wanted to be able to use the truck more than just in British Columbia, so I went and unlocked it. I didn't unlock the Mac, I just unlocked the Kenworth. So I do have the Kenworth, and I've used it a little bit, but it's pretty nice. I like it. It's big. It's got an interesting engine sound, and it seems pretty capable, so. I've just heard good things about it. Most people that have used it have said it's good, and wanted to try it out myself without having to wait a long time. So it's not something that I'd usually do. Usually I wouldn't just like start a region just to get a truck, but I just, you know, for the sake of being able to use it longer than just on Season 10, because I have a feeling that I will get through this one, then I'll get through Season 9, and then I'll probably get through Season 10 before Season 11 comes out. There's a chance I won't. There's a chance I'll get through Season 10 and Season 11 will be like right around the corner. But I kind of have a feeling I'll end up getting through them before that. So there's going to be a period where I don't have SnowRunner to play, unless I start like a hard mode series, which I might. But for now, we're just focusing on completing these regions to 100%. Is it sunrise or sunset? Sunrise. I've been playing Assassin's Creed 2. I think I may have mentioned this in another video, I'm not sure. But I finished Sackboy. Yeah, I definitely did mention this. I finished Sackboy. I was recording it, and I stopped recording it just because I was playing it without the music, because the music was, you know, activating copyright. And so you're like, this is why I don't like this truck. But yeah, the music kept triggering copyright, and not that it was like a big deal, because I'm not monetized anyway, so it's not like it was hurting me, but I just didn't want to really deal with that. So it just wasn't fun without the music, so I just kind of decided that I was just going to stop recording it and uploading it, and I would just play it on my own, and I did, and I got all the trophies. The worst trophy was definitely the ultimate, or the Knitted Knight ultimate trial or whatever, the Rip Snorter. Absolutely awful. If you've played Sackboy and you know what the Knitted Knight trials are, there's 15 of them. They're just basically like time trials where you have to like run through a platforming level, and you have to beat it in a certain time. Most of them, they're like the gold time's like 30 seconds, and there's like stopwatch clocks that you collect, kind of like Crash Bandicoot. Collect these stopwatch clocks, and they, you know, reduce your time by 2 seconds, or there's a very, very few that decrease by 5 seconds. But anyway, there's 15 of them, and the very final one, the Rip Snorter, which is trial number 16, basically puts all of them together back to back. So you have to go through all 15 trials, and they're not even in the same order as they are like trial 1 through 15. They're mixed around. And you have to go through all 15 trials back to back. The gold time is 10 minutes, and it's awful. Sackboy can only take 2 hits before he dies. And if you die, you have to restart, obviously. So, like, it's rough, man. And, like, I did it over and over and over and over and over for hours and hours over periods of days until I finally was able to complete it. So, it's hard, man. And I uploaded that run to YouTube to kind of just round out and finish off the Sackboy Platinum, because it is the goal of my channel to get platinum trophies. And I kind of just stopped at that one because it was just not fun to play without music. I wouldn't recommend playing it without music. But anyway, I did get a copyright on that video because there's a deadmau5 song in it, but like, again, I don't really care, to be honest. And I just wanted to be able to chronicle. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I wanted to be able to have my platinum trophy for that game up on the channel so that, you know, you can see it pop and whatever else. But I'm glad that game's done. I enjoyed the game, but there was just parts of it that I couldn't, just really irritated me. And so anyway, I've been wanting to play all the Assassin's Creeds. I've played most of them, but on different, you know, PSN IDs and whatever else. So I wanted to go back and replay them, and since they're all on PlayStation Plus, if you have like one of the extra premium tiers, I just figured I'd go back and play them. In Assassin's Creed, the very first one, there is no way to play it on PS4 or PS5 because it's not on PlayStation Plus, previously PlayStation Now. You can't stream it, and it was a PS3 game. But also, that game never had trophies. I'm pretty sure that because it was originally an Xbox game, and then they basically ported it to PlayStation, but it didn't have any trophies. I feel like I remember it not having trophies because I played through it, and I didn't, like, there was no point in me collecting all of, like, I forget what the collectible is in that, but there was no point in collecting it because there were no trophies. So, like, yeah, you know what, we'll just deliver this. We're not that far away. So yeah, the first game didn't have trophies, and there's no way to play it, so we're just not going to play that one. But I started with the Ezio collection, which is Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, and I'm working my way through 2. I've collected almost everything. I'm on Venice, but I don't have full exploration of Venice unlocked yet. So I've just been working on playing through the story to do that, and then I'll finish clearing out Venice, and then that'll pretty much be it. I don't have to clear everything for all the trophies, but I don't know, it's kind of satisfying to do anyway. And I mean, the game has trophies, so I don't mind doing it in that sense. But we are working on it. We're not recording it. There's no sense. I'll record newer Assassin's Creed games for sure. The latest one I've played was Valhalla. I already had the platinum for it, so I'm not going to record it at all. I do have to do some of the DLCs. There's some DLCs that have come out since I've, you know, had it 100%, and do not anymore because I don't have the DLCs, but I'll eventually get those and do them. I played Origins, never played Odyssey. I never finished Origins, though. I've played Brotherhood, I've played Revelations. I've played Black Flag, that's my favorite one. I don't know if I'll get the platinum in that, because that has multiplayer. We'll see, I'll try, but I'm not gonna stress if I don't get it. I never played Assassin's Creed 3, which is kind of surprising to a lot of people, because a lot of people say that's their favorite one. I don't know if I can go across this. I'm getting stuck on something, and it's kind of pissing me off. But yeah, I've never played Assassin's Creed 3, which is funny because I know the protagonist in 3, Connor, I believe his name is the son of Edward Kenway, which is the protagonist in Black Flag. I'm pretty sure. So I do know some of that stuff, but I've just never played 3. So anyway, I'm excited to play all of them. All of them are literally... I've played some of Syndicate too, but I never finished Syndicate. Was there any other ones? Unity. I played Unity too, but again, never finished Unity. I just like... I would get into them, and then I would just kind of stop playing them, and I'd play something else. So there's quite a few Assassin's Creed games that I never actually finished. So some of them I have trophies for, so we're not gonna... Well, I'm not uploading them anyway, but I am just gonna replay all of them, though. I'm not gonna like load my old save and whatever. I'm just gonna replay them. But it just gives me something to do while I'm not recording, because I mean, I could watch, like, I watch mostly YouTube for entertainment. I do watch some other shows and such, but usually I watch them with my wife, so I'm not just going to sit here and, like, binge, you know, TV shows or whatever. And then also I have 2 children, so, like, it just, you know, takes time to deal with them and take care of them. And yeah, if I can sit down and just play a game for entertainment, I'd rather do that than sit and watch something on TV. But yeah, so I'll work my way through them, and I'll eventually get them all. Hopefully before they get removed from PlayStation Plus. I don't know if they ever will. They've pretty much been on there since the beginning of PlayStation Plus, like since the new tiers came out, when they merged PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus together and introduced like extra and premium. They've been on, or the Assassin's Creeds have been on ever since that. So look at this cool ass helicopter. It seems sick. Well, I didn't think we were going to deliver it, but we did. So there we go. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed my rambling about whatever else is going on in my life or what I'm doing with games. As always, you know, leave a comment. Let me know if you watched the video. If you want to see me play games, other games, let me know. I'll check them out. I'm playing Tales of Iron. That's going up on the channel right now. It's great. I love it. It's not going to take too long to finish, though, because it's a pretty short game. But yeah, if you want to check that out, check it out. Absolutely check it out. There's lots of things. I have lots of other games on my channel that I've played through. I just like to get platinum trophies. So if you like that too, and you like to watch someone do it instead of watching like the compilation videos that people post about, like, this was the hardest platinum I ever went for, or this platinum made me want to pull my hair out, you know, those people, you know what I'm talking about. Nothing against those people. I actually enjoy some of their videos, but it's just not the way I like to do mine. I have thought about doing that for some things, though. Like if I'm playing a game like Assassin's Creed's, I could, like, you know, record some of it, put a video together, and then, you know, post a video like that. But I don't know if I will. We'll see. Definitely not going to do it with Assassin's Creed's, but maybe some other games that I don't know that would work very well for videos, but could work in that sense. We'll see. So anyway, like I said, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you in the next video. Have a good one.